Alright, this is going to be my first attempt at mounting a white-tailed deer. I am not a professional. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we're going to do it step by step and see how it works out. Alright, so fleshed it, then I salted it for 24 hours, then washed it all off with Dawn dish soap, and now we need to put, which one it is here, tanning powder. I got this stuff from my uncle. He used to be a taxidermist. He no longer does it. He's been giving me a few pointers, but I'm pretty much doing it on my own. So we said just sprinkle some of this on here, work it in. But I'm not going to make you watch the whole process here. I'll get this tanned up and then we'll start sewing up some holes. Alright, I have the tanning powder on the hide. Make sure you get it all up in all the little creases and around the lips and eyes good. Now I need to try fixing these holes. Never done this before. I'm going to start with this small one. I just have some nylon thread. If you can't get the needle through, take a hole punch. It's a leather punch. Set it on one of the lower settings. Just punch a few little holes in the very edge of the hide. And be careful so you don't mess the hair up much. This hole will take probably 3 stitches, I'm guessing, from what my uncle's told me. So we'll just punch 3 holes on each side. Try to make them even. If you don't get them even, the hide will start to kind of pucker. It won't lay flat on the mount. So you gotta try to get them as even as you can. Alright. Now you just put your needle through the hole that you made. Still isn't real easy. Alright, there we go. Then you take the end of your needle and tuck all the hair back in so it's not sticking through. And then you tie it off. And then just repeat the process. I have the hole there. I did cut it a little bit on the cheek when I was fleshing it. It happens, especially when you're not a professional at it. Then there's another hole here where I shot it. So little sewing to do, but we'll get it. Okay, my uncle was just here. He gave me some pointers because I have no idea what I'm doing. And he said to go through and mark just every so, like, ½ inch or so down through here. This is where it'll be the back of the neck that you gotta sew up, the ears. Said to go down through, make a mark, take a leather punch and punch out little holes, and then you can just lace it up instead of trying to poke the needle through. So I was trying to do that, and it's a lot of work. So get yourself some of these, make your life a lot easier. You just gotta go down through and then count how many holes you got. Do the same on this side so you get the same, and just lace them up. Once you get all your holes punched, it's good to go through with a red marker and mark your holes good. Because once you start moving the hide around and stretching it around, the holes can get closed up. If you have a red mark on all of them, you'll know where they're at. Just another tip. But what do I know? Just thought it would help. You don't see it anyway. But there's the buck we're gonna mount. Alright, I thought I'd do a little price breakdown for you, mounting a deer yourself. It was going to cost me around $600 to have it done. That's why I decided to try it myself. For the mount, that was, I think it was around $90, 88 or something like that. The ears, these are about $10 a set. Here's my eyes. Alright, there's the eyes. Those were $22 for a set of eyes. A little more than I expected. And then, like the tanning stuff, my uncle had this. I'm not real sure how much that would be. But for the mount, the ears and eyes, plus shipping, I got like $170 into it. And then whatever you would have to pay for the tanning and string to sew it up, all that stuff. So I'm guessing around $200 maybe. Alright, good thing to do before you put your hide paste on is take a rasp or file. Just go over your mount. Just do it lightly and get some scratches in it and rough it up so it's not so smooth. Your hide paste will stick to it better, hold your hide in place better. So I'm just going to go over it, scuff it all up, and then we'll put the hide paste on and slide the hide on. Keep the glue out of the hair. Getting the ear forms put in, glue them in place. My uncle here giving me some tips. Pretty much doing it for me.
Okay, that's pretty good, I think. Here's a pretty thick. It looks like it'll work. Well, saw her off there. And let's see. I gotta get right here.
Just getting it lined up so we can cut the horns off. Screw them to the mount.
It's kind of hard to do. We'll start about there. Okay. And saw her straight down that way. Okay, put that one here. Let me hold it up here again for a minute. Friggin' monitor. Hard part's kind of getting it straight across. See if you can make a line right to there. End up in the same spot on the other side. Okay, let's see what we got here. Too bad, bro. Let's see where that far down there. Somewhere about there, probably. Here, let me kind of make a line, maybe. Cut this about like there under the line, all the way across. I like to leave a little, make sure we got enough instead of not enough. Okay, we got to go a little lower. Not much, but.
Tip it like that. How deep do you go? About a
Kind of,
quarter inch or so?
yeah, kind of angle
Angle it more?
straight down a little bit.
Right around to the
Yeah.
tip of the nose. And just peel that out.
Yeah.
Deepen up the tear ducts so everything will pack in there good. Then put a few holes in the eye where the putty will stick in there, so when you stick your eyeball in there it won't fall back out. Alright, once you get the eyeball ground out a little, or the eye socket, then you can stick your eyeball in, just so it fits in there nice. Alright, now we're going to put hide paste on here. It's just a glue, keeps the hide stuck to the form.
Kind of poke some down in there.
Alright. Alright, now we're going to tuck the nostrils in. Take this little flap here.
Looks like it'll work.
Alright. Alright, now put the horns on. Put it in your pre-drilled holes. Very good. Alright, now we're just sewing it up. Sew it up around the burrs. Got the ears kind of set where we wanted them. Tacked them in with a nail. Pull them out later. Just gonna go through and sew the neck up. Keep the hair out of the stitches. That's where these pre-drilled holes in the hide come in handy. A lot easier than poking a needle through. Do a few stitches and just tighten it up. And you just work your way down until you get to the end, and that's it. Just pack the eyelid up underneath in the clay. The tear duct pushed in good enough? Or?
Just that looks pretty good.
Alright, yeah, line the nose up so it's straight. And you just go through. We deepen this groove here at an angle upward. You just poke that hide up in there. Once you get it all tucked in, and start working on the bottom lip. Okay, we got everything all sewed up. Got the eyes tucked in, mouth all tucked in. Starting to come together pretty good. I don't know if you can see, it's got a bit of a scar on his neck. That's from fighting. It actually has a puncture hole on the other side. But we'll do our best to cover that up. But starting to come together. Alright, here he is. He's not quite done yet. He's still got to dry. This ear was drooping down a little more than I liked. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but I took some thread, tied it up to the horn, just to make them a little more even. You can move the ears any way you want, but then today we put some pins around the mouth to hold the lips in, and a couple around the eyes. But it's pretty much done. Just gotta let it set for 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. Let everything dry up good on it. And then I can pull the pins out. You know, do a little touch up around the nose with some paint around the eyes. But that'll be about it. Any takeaways from this is I'm not a professional. I did have some professional help here and there, not a ton, but if you want to try this yourself, I'd say give it a try. It'll turn out. You just got to keep working at it. But good luck.